We are in a transformative political movement. The president of our country has been accused by more than a dozen women of sexual misconduct, including assault and harassment. Outrage over his statements and behavior has energized a female-led opposition. Hashtag MeToo started a conversation about just how profoundly sexual violence affects women in every area of our lives. Yeah, how come Me Too? How is both Joe Biden and Donald Trump still around after Me Too? And last month, more women were elected to Congress than ever in our history, with a mandate to take women's issues seriously. Women's rage and determination to end sexual violence are turning into a political force. We have an opening now to bolster and build institutions protective of women. For starters, Congress can reauthorize and strengthen the Violence Against Women Act. First passed in 1994, the act is one of the most effective pieces of legislation enacted to fight against domestic violence and sexual assault. It creates support systems for people who report abuse and provides funding for rape crisis centers, legal assistance programs, and other critical services. So, Donald's the bad guy, but Biden's the good guy. It improves responses by law enforcement and prohibits discrimination against LGBTQ survivors. Funding for the act expired in September and has only been temporarily extended. So these are Amber Heard. This apparently, I'm not sure if this is the ACLU or Amber Heard that had wrote all those words. I think it was the ACLU had most of it written up. So we'll find out. This is what the entire lawsuit against Johnny Depp is about. And I think Johnny Depp is guilty. I think Heard could be guilty too, but I think Johnny Depp could be guilty. I know Johnny Depp is guilty. He hit her several times. Now, could she be guilty too? Maybe, right? If she hit her or hit him first, he's got a right to defend himself, and who knows who starts the damn thing. But then at some point, you knew that it was just getting too fucking crazy, and they should have cut it off a long time ago. So, Owensboro, Kentucky. Johnny Depp was born in Owensboro, Kentucky in 1963. He played in the movie Las Vegas, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I had called Johnny Depp up with a campaign. I had a Hunter S. Thompson-like campaign. I had an 10-point list in Kentucky. I called him up and said, hey, can you help me out? But his agent, some woman just fucking laughed at me like, it was nothing. Like, you're running for some small position in Kentucky and you want Johnny Depp to what? Endorse you, a nobody? Hell, it could have been Amber Heard who fucking pick up the damn phone. It was a while ago. I want to say 2012, 10 years ago. But guess who's $100 million in debt now, huh? Depp, you didn't want to support me, huh? That could have been the direction your career could have gone, and you would have made more money. So Johnny Depp's sister had said that their mother was abusive, so they came from an abusive relationship, and they vowed to never be like that. And that's awesome. That's fantastic. Johnny Depp's sister also said she would have to book a separate hotel room just in case they got into an argument. So Johnny Depp had a sanctuary. I listened to an audio recording where Amber Heard is taunting him. What, you big man gonna call the police and say what? Me, little woman, hurt you? Which sucks. So if you're a man, you just have to sit there and be a victim of domestic violence. I don't want you hitting me because you're saying you hate me, and it's not civilized. It's not nice. I would rather you care about me and for our relationship to be positive. Oh, you just want to be a controlling piece of shit. That's awful. That's awful. And then divorces are fucking messy. So if you get entangled and then try to unentangle yourself. Amber Heard called Johnny Depp an old fat man. So, that's not nice, just sitting there insulting him and shit. Marilyn Manson and Johnny Depp are good friends. Apparently he hit her, or he did hit her, and he kicked her in the back one time. But he got his finger severed. He said they threw a glass bottle, and then he wrote with his severed finger, "I love you" on the wall. Which, his finger got fucking severed somehow. So, if that was the case, that she threw a glass bottle at him and severed the finger, okay, that's something, but, I wonder if he grabbed the bottle and might have severed his own finger, too. But that's fucked up. You can't throw glass bottles at him and sever. That's what he says. She threw a glass bottle at him and severed a fucking finger. Broke the bottle, severed his finger. The audio recordings has her saying that she hit him like, oh, I didn't hit you. Like, I didn't slap you. I didn't punch you. I didn't slug you. I mean, I was just hitting you is what she said. I was just hitting you. So you were hitting. Now, there's a difference, right, in physicality. I've seen women get arrested and then they'll just kind of like... do like little baby hits, little baby punches. No, don't arrest me. So that sucks. It sucks that he's from Kentucky, and I think he's guilty. I saw this, Sun article where it just had 12 different incidents. There's 14 incidents, and they're able to verify 12 of them. They got names and dates, pictures. Like I said, he just had so many good fucking movies. Benny and June, fantastic movie. When I wake up, I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. What's eating Gilbert Grape? What is eating Gilbert Grape? Edward Scissors Hands? He was born not for hands, but instead he had scissors for hands. Imagine how that felt. Hunter S. Thompson was legendary. Though the movie wasn't that great. I heard that Depp and Hunter S. Thompson, or no. I heard Depp was actually staying in the basement of the Hunter S. Thompson. I wonder if he just, instead of doing it for a movie role, it's probably just fun to spend the night at Hunter S. Thompson's house. But Amber Heard and Johnny Depp met on the Rum Diary, so I wonder if they were doomed from the start. Their love was being based upon having to star in a crap movie together. They're both in a crap movie together, so they were doomed from the beginning. The first Pirates movie was great. Donnie Brasco was a great movie. For a snitch. I mean, that's motherfucker was a cop, so fuck. He was a cop that got deep into the fucking shit. Now, I do wonder about the ACLU. Did the ACLU write this article, or did Amber Heard write this article? Because if the ACLU already had this article written and just said, hey, Amber Heard, why don't you sign it? Then the blame should go to the ACLU, should it not? We should continue to fight sexual assault on college campuses while simultaneously insisting on fair processes for adjudicating complaints. Last month, Education Secretary Betsy DeVos proposed changes to Title IX rules governing the treatment of sexual harassment and assault in schools. While some changes, Joe Biden went straight up to Tara Reid and just started fingering her and said, hey, I thought you liked me when she didn't want to do it. And then when she said no, and then he goes, well, you're nothing. You're nobody. You're nothing. You're nobody. I remember I confronted a guy named Adam for stealing a baseball bat out of my truck. And I asked him a couple times, and really I was just trying to find out, who could have done it or why they would have done it. But then I said, but I heard somebody said that they saw you take it out. And then he says, well, you ain't shit. So you did take my fucking bat. You piece of shit. You took my fucking bat. Johnny Depp said he lost his Pirates franchise when that article came out. So is he suing for $100 million, $67 million? Did the ACLU write the article? Did she write the article? Was the article already written? Did she believe any of what was being written? Did she believe any of it? Because they had a non-disclosure agreement, so she wasn't allowed to speak about it at all. But then she said apparently she got a lawyer to write the thing. So, I got a lawyer to write the thing. Nobody knows who or what I'm talking about. Everybody knows, not everybody, but, people that gets into this kind of shit. Now, Johnny Depp was here. Why are we allowed institutions to scale back support? I write this as a woman who had to change my phone number weekly because I was getting death threats for months. I rarely left my apartment, and when I did, I was pursued by camera drones and photographers on foot, on motorcycles, and in cars. She's a celebrity. I mean, I bet tabloid outlets it could be too much. Tabloid outlets that posted pictures of me spun them in a negative light. I felt as though I was on trial in the court of public opinion, and my life and livelihood depended on on myriad judgments far beyond my control. Myriad. Does she even know what the word myriad means? I want to ensure that women who come forward to talk about violence receive more support. We're elected representatives who know how deeply we care about these issues. We can work together to demand changes to laws and rules and social norms and the right to right to the imbalances and to right the imbalances that have shaped our lives. What I think is so goddamn incredible, what we need more support for women. I think anybody who doesn't have support needs support. But from my perspective, women, I've heard women say, "Oh, I know there's a program out there. There's so many programs out there for us. Just go in there and you'll apply and you'll get a program." No, motherfucker. I can't stand even fucking applying for fucking food stamps. Fucking prick motherfuckers. Motherfuckers just sit there and dole food stamps out to the poorest of the poor, but then... So, what am I trying to say here? Johnny Depp was married to actress Amber Heard from 2015 to 2017. It was only a 2 to 3 year relationship. Their divorce drew media attention. I was trying to say that my abuser was, a man and a woman. And the woman will say stupid things such as, "I didn't know you were supposed to love a boy. I didn't know you were supposed to love a boy." Grown ass men with a bunch of property, you're supposed to obey daddy, shut up and do, make daddy happy. Okay, I can giggle and do what daddy tells me. But raise a young man and make sure that he's got all 5 Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Not only could they not do that, but all of society didn't give a fuck. Even today, nobody gives a fuck. And it's bullshit. Because violence is such a major fucking crime. If I went over, to your place and just started hitting you, you would rightfully be mad about that. And I remember going to a women's crisis shelter. And I remember the first time I went, it was fantastic in Kentucky. They talked to me. They showed me the power wheels. You have power and dominance versus equality. And I thought that was fantastic. Give me a model. Give me a model of a different way to, a different model of how to be. But then I remember going to a different women's crisis center, and then basically it was like, "What are you doing here, Mr. Man?" And all I needed was one person to tell the person who abused me was a child abuser. Through and through, the most dedicated child abusers you'll ever meet. And while they're sitting there hitting me behind closed doors, and I go out there and I try to smile and be nice to everybody else, all you motherfuckers, it wouldn't have mattered if I did say anything, because you would have had to stand up and be a decent human. And I went to school with you. I made straight A's. I was valedictorian, so I'm one of the best, amongst you all. But I'm not for sure what I could have done. I don't know what you could have done, but that's, fucking shit. It'd be like Frederick Douglass or Anne Frank. You're just getting pummeled and pummeled and pummeled, and basically, most people know what's going on. They just don't give a shit. They don't have the power to give a shit, or they're capitalist. So, I got to go to work and pay my damn bills. Fuck your life. I don't have time to goddamn give a shit about your life. So, I'm going to talk more about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp coming up, but they're saying more support for women, more support for everybody. Who are we supposed to abuse? We're not supposed to abuse the women. Are we supposed to abuse the men? What about the old people? The children? The animals? What about the transgendered? The gay folks? Who are we supposed to abuse? All abuse is wrong? Oh shit, so we're not supposed to abuse anybody. Then we need to get support for everybody. Nobody should be abusing anybody. And yes, men can be abused. And it's, especially good men. A good man just has to sit there and just take the fucking words and the violence and shit. And from what I understand, the person who abused me, like I said, was both a man and a woman. And they respect people that will hurt them. But since I was a child in their care, they won't hurt other people. They're too scared to hurt other people. But all day long, they hurt their own boy. They hurt their own beautiful, intelligent, smart boy. Because they were small and insecure. And I got no support. Like I said, for 40 fucking years, really, for 40 fucking years. At the very least, you know what I would like? Man, that sucks. You didn't deserve that. Nobody should do that to you. But I don't even get that. So, abuse is wrong. Abuse is wrong. So stop abusing people, you fucking motherfucker.